Final Fantasy VII is over 25 years old now. Wow. Sheesh. Feels like it was only yesterday they were working on the compilation of it, and Advent Children and all those games, but man, 25 years, a long time. We have come a long way since I was a little 5th grader, opening that piece of plastic for the first time and popping it into a PlayStation that I had to turn upside down in order to get the FMVs to not skip. Yeah, that was my experience with FF7 back in the day, at first. To those just joining the channel and to those who already are familiar with this channel, Final Fantasy VII is my favorite game of all time, and it is not even close. I mean, it even says it right on the back of the box, quite possibly the greatest game ever made, from a now-defunct magazine, but I digress. And of course, everyone was like, it's only your favorite game of all time because it was your first RPG. No, I'm a little different in that regard, because I actually did play the first Final Fantasy on NES, and 2 and 3 on the SNES, and Chrono Trigger as well before I dabbled into FF7. Chrono Trigger is my second favorite video game of all time. But for me with FF7, I literally instantly fell in love with the characters. As soon as I saw all 12 of their polygons on screen, I was just like, wow, this is a different art style. And then seeing how they were different in battle and how awesome they were in battle, and just be growing attached to them through their struggles through Midgar and going through the Shinra building, and then, oh wait, we toppled Shinra. Wait, the president is dead. Is this the end of the game? But wait, I still got 2 more discs left. You go about 5 to 8 hours in the city of Midgar, only to see that there's still a whole world left to explore. That blew my mind when I was a 10-year-old kid. I could not believe the fact that this game let you go through an entire city for like 5 to 8 hours, only to show you that this was just the beginning. And man, what an adventure I was in store for. Going through the entire world, leaving the first continent, getting to the gold saucer for the first time, and just wasting hours there betting on chocobos until I could race them myself. Going through the shooting coaster. The world in this game is what I really, really dug about it. And the fact that the NPCs in the game would change what they say based off of what was happening in the world. It truly felt like it was alive. When Meteor strikes, the characters, they change their dialogue. It was fascinating. I literally explored every town just to see what new things each townsperson had to say. I was just engrossed in the world so much. I really, really love the world, and that is the reason why it is my favorite game of all time. And here on the 25th anniversary of Final Fantasy VII, I wasn't really expecting too much news out of Square Enix because they still have yet to release FF16, and as you all saw in a previous video, they ain't doing anything with Part 2 until FF16 comes out. But they did tease that there are more projects on the way with their 25th anniversary announcement. Both Kitase and Nomura came out and said that they're working on other things alongside of FF7. I'm just like, whoa, what could this mean? Could it be the Gizmodo Tifa game that they want to come to fruition? Could it be other things? I mean, for the very least, at least put Tifa in Tekken. For the love of God, modders have already done it. Why can't you, Square? Give the green light to Bandai Namco to put her into Tekken 8. I am very excited what the future holds for FF7. 25 years later, I cannot believe that I am saying that, but I really am digging the direction they are going with FF7 Remake, and I have this both sense of dread and excitement for Part 2 that is just overwhelming me. And you could say that the Arbiters of Fate were kind of weird at the end of Remake, but at the end of the day, they did accomplish their goal. And now, we as fans of FF7 have no idea what's in store for us next, but I will say, the future is bright, and I am extremely, extremely excited.